Welcome into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis here with you at Zions Bank Stadium for the 6A semifinal matchup between the number 2 Mountain Ridge Sentinels taking on the number 3 Davis Darts. It is the Darts of Davis in the all whites, shooting to the right of your screen here in the first half. And it is the Sentinels in the gray with the red outline shooting to the left of your screen. A corner kick in the early offings here of the first half for the Darts as Brooklyn Fonksavoth will cross this one in, goes right into the mix and put it into the back of the net. An early strike and an early goal for number 3.
Goal, Davis. Davis 1, Mountain Ridge 0.
And what a start for the Darts. Here in the 6A semifinal, an early lead for Davis. With the ball back in play, here come the Darts. Quickly won back by the Sentinels. Ball coming out wide to McFarland, and ball booted away. Comes out of bounds here on the near sideline. Ball back in play. Brought down by.
Goal for Davis, number 3, Cadence Packer.
And the goal will be credited to number 3, Cadence Packer of the Darts. As this one will just trickle through back to Kata Rowberry. And Rowberry can pick it up and collect for the Sentinels. An early lead here for the Darts off the corner. Candace Packer able to put it into the back of the net. And the number 3 leads. Now these two are no strangers to each other. They've already played each other once this year. The Davis Darts came out on top in that one. It was a 2-1 win for Davis early in non-region play that the Darts were able to knock off the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. And now here early, the Darts lead it again. Mountain Ridge trying to come the other way on the attack. Nicely defended by Packer. Or excuse me, that was McKenna Kauser. As Fonksavoth will play that ball back and boot it away. Neville over on that far sideline trying to bring it in for Davis. Ball give it away. Here come the Sentinels on the attack. Ball filtered through. Mountain Ridge with an opportunity as they cut inside, looking to play in at the top of the 18, taking the shot, and a save. Ball booted away by the Darts. And out over on the far sideline, a throw-in coming up for Davis. It's Burbridge to throw it in over on that far sideline for the Davis Darts as the number 3 leads it. Cut back. and cleared away by Mountain Ridge. Here come the Sentinels trying to turn it the other way on a quick counter. Ball played through. McFarland back up the sideline to Newton. Newton now taking it towards the top of the 18, booted away by the Davis Darts. McFarland brings it in. McFarland plays it to Peterson. Peterson, and that ball booted out by Davis. Here come the Darts on the other side with Willard. Willard bringing it down inside the box. Willard gets around the defender and brought down. A foul called and a free kick for Davis in a dangerous spot. Three on the wall for the Sentinels. Ball whipped in, put in! It's 2 for the Darts!
Goal, Davis, number 2, Simone
Off
Packer.
the free kick, Simone Packer!
Davis 2 and Mountain Ridge 0.
Just hits it with fire! Puts it past Rowberry and the Darts with an early 2-0 lead. Mountain Ridge get the ball back in play. And a mountain to climb here for the designated home side as Johnson looking to play it up. And both goals scored by the Packers. Candace Packer off the corner scores the opening goal for the Darts. And Simone Packer scores the second off the free kick. And Davis up 2-0 here in the 6A semifinal. Lone Peak waiting for their opponent, as the Knights were able to win earlier today. Blistering start from Davis. Maudsley plays it out wide. Ball played up by Francis. Giving chase here is Willard. Willard trying to keep that one in, crosses it in and into the hands of Rowberry. Now they'll say it came out. They'll say that ball went out of bounds and out. Rowberry here to boot this one away as Davis lead it 2-0. 6A semifinals game 2 between the Darts and the Sentinels. Fong Savith with a shot, takes a deflection into the hands of Rowberry. The Mountain Ridge Sentinels led by head coach Mark Osborne coming to this one 7-1 overall, 11-1 in Region 2 play. Finish at the top of the region. They are the region champions. Number two in the RPI, 58 goals scored, 17 goals against on the year. Huge wins early in the season for the Sentinels, taking down the Skyridge Falcons 2-1 in overtime, as well as beating Davis 2-1. Copper Hills were their region opponents, and those battles between the Mountain Ridge Sentinels and the Copper Hill Grizzlies were fantastic this season. The first one ended in a 2-1 overtime loss for the Sentinels. That was their first loss and only loss of the year. Came back and beat Copper Hills the second time around, 2-1. And now here comes Packer. And Packer can't get on the end of that one. He goes out of bounds and out a goal kick coming up here for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. For the Sentinels, they got the first round bye, took down number 15 Riverton 4-0 in the second round, and beat number 7 Skyridge 1-0 in that quarterfinal win. Now here they are in the 6A semifinals, and they're down 2-0 against the Darts early. Flag raised and an offside called. Taking a look now at the Davis Darts, head coach Dylan Richens entering his first season as the head coach of the Davis Darts. And off to a phenomenal start, 16-3 overall, 9-1 in Region 1 play. They finished at the top of Region 1. Here come the Sentinels on the attack. Newton at the top of the 18. Newton gets past her defender. Newton tries to keep that one in. Does, cuts back, looks for support. And nicely defended by the Darts, I believe. That was Samantha Maudsley in making the challenge. Ball goes out of bounds. And a throw-in coming up for the Sentinels. Brought in by Peterson. Ball played back to McFarland. McFarland floats one into the box and safely into the hands of Lexi Lund for the Darts as Lund boots this one away. Brought down by Willard near the top of the 18, left for Packer. A huge tackle there by the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Now it's Funksevith taking the shot. Deflected off of McFarland, out of bounds, and now a throw-in coming up here for Davis in the attacking third. Brought down by Marley Francis and goes out for the goal kick, taken quick. McFarland now here on the near sideline. Out of bounds and out. Davis throw in coming up. Brooklyn Funksevith playing it fast. Comes out to Neville. And it'll go out of bounds and out once more. Throw in for Davis as Francis to throw it in. Francis plays it in. Brought down. Out of bounds and out. Heavy touch by the Darts. Throw in Sentinels. McFarland here on the near side to take the throw in. McFarland looking for options. Comes in to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to get it back out to McFarland. Out of bounds and out. Throw in by McFarland. Out of bounds once more. Another Sentinels throw. Jayla McFarland. This time Davis throw coming up. For the Davis Darts, they are looking for championship number 7. 6-time state champions, 1995, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2020, and 2022. Funksevith goes to ground. Last season lost to Skyridge 1-0 in the 6A quarterfinals. And now here they are a year later in the semifinals looking for an opportunity.
Substitutions, number 6, Micah Beck, and number 16.
To get back in to a chance to get championship number 7 for the Davis Darts. Ball coming the other way for the Sentinels. Cut back. It's Jocelyn Wright looking for support. Gets it out. That was Johnson playing it back in. And ball lost. Here comes the Darts. with Willard, and Willard caught in an offside position. A free kick coming up for Mountain Ridge off the
Number
offsides.
16, Kaylee Montgomery.
For the Mountain Ridge Sentinels, last season they lost to American Fork 2-1 in the 6A quarterfinals. Here they are a year later in the semis, looking for their first girls state soccer championship. Brought in by Peterson. Nice turn, gets it out to Wright. Jocelyn Wright plays it out to McFarland. McFarland cuts back. Now up the sideline, poked away by Packer. And substitutions now coming up here for Mountain Ridge. Kaylee Montgomery checking in, as well as Micah Peck. Off comes Peyton Bullard, as well as number 15, Avery Hawkins. McFarland directing traffic. Ball in. Lands at Wright. Wright plays it into the middle for Montgomery. Ball booted away by the Darts. And McFarland again will throw it in for Mountain Ridge. Brought in by Dylan Anderson. Now here's Mountain Ridge. That ball poked through and will go safely into the feet of Lexi Lund. Lund here with an opportunity to boot this away for Davis as they lead it 2-0. Brought in by Brooklyn Fong-Seveth. Now goes out to Willard. Willard cuts back. Gets it on her left. Back out up the sideline to her right. The cross comes in. Packer all by herself. Packer puts it in. And Simone Packer scores her second. Packer now up to 23 goals on the season. Completely unmarked inside the box. Turns and puts it past Rowberry. And the Darts
By number 2, Peyton Bullard.
lead it. With 23:50 left to go in the first half. It is a 3-0 lead for Davis. Ball goes out of bounds. Out of bounds once more, a throw-in for the Sentinels, or excuse me, for the Darts over on that far side. As, well, the flag was initially raised for Davis. Now that one, here we go. It is Davis' ball over on that far sideline. Ball booted away. Here comes McFarland, winning it back for Mountain Ridge. Plays it out, and Packer coming up big. Packer goes to ground as Johnson does a good job to keep possession for the Sentinels. Ball booted away. And now Rowberry off her line. Gets it out to Jayla McFarland. It's cut out by Packer. Here comes Simone Packer. Nicely done by the Sentinels. Dylan Anderson doing a good job to win it back. Ball played out wide to Kelsey Peterson. Peterson now into the box, taking a shot from distance. Goes across the face of goal, out of bounds and out. A goal kick coming up here for Lexi Lund. Substitution for the Sentinels as Samantha Stopp checks in.
Number 25, Samantha Stopp.
Off comes ball back in play for Mountain Ridge. One back by the Darts. Throw in by McFarland. And brought down by Packer. Packer boots it up over the top. Willard gets a header on it. In for Brooklyn Funksavith. Now it's Packer. Has a brace. Francis back to Funksavith. Plays it to Packer. Nice passing here for the Darts. And an errant pass now goes out to McFarland. McFarland does a good job to keep that one in. Here comes Kelsey Peterson for the Sentinels. .45 left to go here in the first half. And it's a lead. It's a 3-0 lead for the Davis Darts. Against the Sentinels, all 3 goals coming from a Packer. The Darts on the attack again. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw in for Davis over on that far sideline. Ball goes out of bounds and out. A goal kick coming up here for Mountain Ridge. Checking into the game is Sophia Dunn.
For the Sentinels, number 21, Sophia Dunn.
Rowberry playing it out wide. And ball given away quickly. Darts back in possession, and Sentinels winning it back. As Bianca Brower trying to win that one back in the middle of the park. A foul called and a free kick coming up for Mountain Ridge. Ball booted up and away by Lucy Potter. Out of bounds and out once more. This time a throw in for Mountain Ridge. Quickly stolen by Funksavith. Leaves it for Willard. And Davis up 3-0, but still being physical. And now here comes the Sentinels. Newton trying to turn. Lands at Peterson. Peterson can't get past Potter. Brower ends up booting that one away. Ball back in play. And quickly out of bounds out. Peterson over on that far sideline. And Brooklyn Funksavith just boots this one away. The shot from distance, trying to catch Alexi Lund, but Lund comes up big and makes the save for the Darts. Ball booted up and away. Mountain Ridge trying to retain possession, but the Darts quickly back on the ball. Booted up. Willard brings that one down. Now it's Packer. Packer turns. Packer with time and space. And Packer brought down. A foul called. And a free kick. This one goes against Packer in the darts. Ball back in play with Dunn. Plays it to Peterson. Peterson up to Newton. Newton looking for options. Now up to Wright. Wright trying to poke one back in. And it goes over and out. Cleared away. Dunn trying to get it back up the sideline for the Sentinels. Ball comes back down. And in for Newton. And Marley Francis will boot this one away for the darts. Willard now booting this one away. And a foul called. Foul called and a free kick coming up here for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. An opportunity to boot this one away. And quickly back with the darts. It's Willard, plays it to Brooklyn Fonksevith. Goes out wide. And ball given away. In the middle now for Jocelyn Wright. Sentinels now trying to get into the attack. Coming across and making the defensive challenges. McKenna Kauser, and cleared away by Brower. Another whistle, this time a foul against Mountain Ridge. And a free kick coming up for the Davis Darts. Davis up 3-0 with 14:30 left to go in the first half. Ball floated over the top. Willard brings it down. Trying to get inside the box now. The cut inside. Trying to get her some support as that goes out of bounds and out. Substitutions coming up for both sides.
Into the Mountain Ridge lineup, number 40, Kelsey Goodwin, and number 2, Peyton Bullard.
Peyton Bullard and Kelsey Goodwin into the game for Mountain Ridge. Ball goes out over on that far sideline. Davis throw taken quickly, brought down by Fonksevith. Poke through. And booted away. Throw in now coming in. And the Sentinels trying to hit on the other end. Quickly one back by Brower and the darts. Brower now in possession. Brower looking for options. Gets it out to Marley Francis. Bullard tracking this one down. And Francis goes down. Ball goes out of bounds.
Into the Mountain Ridge lineup, number 5, Amelia White. Number 17, Jayla McFarland.
Substitutions again for the Sentinels. Ball comes back out to Packer. Packer goes back to Cowser and boots this one away. Or excuse me, that was Candace Packer and boots that one away. Good ball played in by Wright. Lexi Lund off her line and is able to collect as the sun begins to set here at Zions Bank Stadium in the 6A Game 2 girls soccer semifinals. $11-10 left to go. The Darts lead at 3-0. Here in the first half, Packer plays it in the middle. Ball takes a deflection and lands at Marley Francis. Francis gets it back in. And nicely cut out by Jocelyn Wright. As Wright will play this one out. Out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up for the Sentinels over on that far sideline. Comes off a Sentinel, and it'll go out of bounds and out once more for a Davis throw-in. Substitution as Lydia Neville checks back in for the Davis Darts. Packer gets the ball, but the offside flag raised here on the near side. And we'll have a free kick coming up for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. And look, with Mountain Ridge down 3-0 prior to the halftime break, 9:45 left to go in the first. The Sentinels' best case scenario and the best thing they can do is try to get a goal before the halftime break. Best case scenario for Mountain Ridge, they pull 2 back and head into the break being down 1. Good case scenario, they pull 1 back and head into the break 3-1. However, defensively, Davis has been good, has been stout. As an example of that there with Francis coming up. Nicely won back by the Sentinels. McFarland playing it out to the near sideline for Goodwin. Goodwin cuts it back to McFarland. A heavy touch, and Cowser goes to ground. A foul called, and a free kick coming up against Mountain Ridge. I think that was Jocelyn Wright coming in, making the challenge. And now ball booted away by Candace Packer. Tracked down by Samantha Stop. Ball back in play. Bullard gets a header on it. Goodwin tries to bring that one down, goes out of bounds. Throw in here for Francis. Up the sideline, McFarland gets a boot on it. Out of bounds once more. Francis to throw it in. Plays it into Neville. Neville goes to ground. Nice defensive coverage by Bianca Brower. Now ball back towards the middle of the park for Simone Packer. McFarland cuts it out, plays it to Peyton Bullard. Back to Peyton Bullard. Has options, cuts it back, supports herself with Wright. Jocelyn Wright has options, cuts it onto her left, takes on 2, tries to get the shot off, takes a deflection, and it goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Ball lands back to Bullard. Now it's Wright controlling in the middle of the park. We'll play it back to Samantha Stop. Giving chase now as the Sentinels go back to Roberry. Playing it to Stop. Stop, ball given away. One back by Avery Johnson, and then quickly back with possession is the Sentinels. McFarland plays it to Wright. Right to McFarland. McFarland looking up for Godwin. Booted away by Kauser. Takes a couple of bounces as Eddie Waddy trying to get on the end of it. Instead goes out. And a substitution coming up for both sides. Kate Willard back into the game.
Number 10,
Kaya Newton also back in with Kelsey Peterson.
Kaisley Johnson.
Kaisley Johnson also back into the game. Here in the middle of the park, it's Montgomery. Ball given away. McFarland with the header. Montgomery trying to track that one down. Willard will get it, gets it out. Neville trying to play it into Packer. Stepping up here is Kauser. And ball given away by the Darts. Here come the Sentinels. Back now looking for Newton. Newton trying to run off of it. Brower defensively is there. And Newton will take it off of Brower, and a corner kick opportunity coming up for the Sentinels. 4:35 left to go here in the first half. Newton will take the cross, comes in, goes near post, booted away by the Darts. And now brought down. Neville for the Davis Darts, playing it up. Intercepted. Back with the Sentinels. Montgomery trying to turn. Ends up at Anderson. Anderson plays it to Bullard. Bullard losing out possession. Avery Johnson for the Darts trying to play it up. Ball given away. Marley Francis stepping up. Godwin commits the foul. And a free kick coming up here for the Davis Darts. Packer will boot this one away. Over the top, Willard is there. Willard with the shots! And Roberry forced into a save. Kata Roberry coming off for a line. That ball floated over the top. Willard was there. And Roberry forces the corner for the Davis Darts. 3 minutes left to go in the first half as the Darts lead it 3-0.
26, Tabea Etuwati.
Etuwati back into the game. The cross comes in, floated towards the near post. Back out to Brooklyn Funksevith. Cuts onto her left. Now into the box. Goes down, nothing called. And now Brooklyn again on possession. Brower taking a shot from distance. And can't put it on frame. It goes out of bounds and out. Goal kick coming up here. And we'll have a stoppage in play. And a yellow card caution. No, it's going to be a red. Oh. The red card came out. And so we'll have a yellow card caution issued to head coach Mark Osborne for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels.
Against the Mountain Ridge bench.
2:20 left to go here in the first half. And the official having a conversation with Mark Osborne. Ball back in play. And no, we'll try it again. Now ball back in play. Sentinels here in possession. Brooklyn Fong Sebeth will play it to Packer. Packer goes out wide. The cross floated in. Willard trying to get on the end of it. It'll just flow through and out. For the goal kick. Out of bounds over on that far sideline. And a throw-in coming up for the Davis Darts. Packer trying to bring it down. Ends up at Willard. Ball goes back out. And another throw-in coming up, this time for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Lands at Willard. Back out to Fong Savith. Cuts back up the sideline. Goes to Fong Savith again. Looking for support. Plays it to Packer. Packer trying to bring it in, and ball still with the Darts. As Neville trying to poke it through to Packer. And ball cut out by Candace Packer to find Simone Packer. 20 seconds left. Cut inside. Brought in by Martineu. Fong Savith. The cross comes in. And will go into the hands of Rowberry. And this ball will be booted away. Brower with a header, and that's going to do it.
Halftime score, Davis 3, Mountain Ridge 0.
We head to the halftime break, and it is number 3 Davis up 3-0 against the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. A mountain to climb for the number 2. The Davis Starts in total control on the scoreline. As we head to the break, don't go anywhere. Second half action here on the Rewind Sports Network. Zions Bank Stadium for the start of the second half between the Davis Starts and the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. We start the second half, and it is the number 3 Davis Starts in the white, shooting to the left of your screen here in the second half. And it is the Mountain Ridge Sentinels in the gray with the red trim, shooting to the right of your screen to start the second half. Simone Packer brings it down. Packer has 2 goals in this one as the Darts lead it 3-0 here to start the second half. Ball in for Maudsley. Will be played to Burbridge. Looking to get it back out for Packer. Packer playing it to Maudsley. The cross comes in. Cleared away by the Sentinels. Ball goes out of bounds and out. And it will go out of bounds once more. Schober to throw it in for the Sentinels. Schober again to throw it in for Mountain Ridge. Or this time it goes for the Davis Darts as Packer now brings it out. Brought down by out of bounds and out once more. A throw-in coming up here for Burbridge. Cross comes in. Funkseveth trying to get on the end of that one. And it skips through. Lucy Potter now tracking it down over on that far sideline, playing it back to Brooklyn Funkseveth. The ball comes into Francis. Out wide to Potter. Potter crosses it in. Takes a deflection. And it goes out as Davis retains possession. Gauser playing it up to Willard. Willard trying to turn. And does. Now it's Funkseveth. Playing it to Willard. Willard trying to cross it in. Willard goes to ground and a foul called. A free kick. Coming up here for the Davis Darts. Again, it is the number 3 Davis who leads it 3-0 here in the second half. Behind goals from Candace Packer off the corner early, about a minute into the game. That ball cleared away by Mountain Ridge. Simone Packer got the second goal off a beautiful free kick. And the third goal coming again from Simone Packer, who was unmarked inside the box. All by herself, just had to turn and put it past the Sentinels goalkeeper. And all 3 goals coming from a Packer here for the Davis Darts. Throw in on the near side, Burbridge to throw it in. That ball now coming out for the Sentinels. Newton trying to bring it in. Out of bounds once more. We'll have a throw-in for Mountain Ridge over on that far sideline. Newton. Ball booted away. Comes now for Johnson. Playing it back. As Jocelyn Wright gets it out to Johnson again. Out of bounds and out. A throw coming up here for Mountain Ridge. It's Schober to throw it in. Ball booted away. Willard tries to bring it down. Does. Gets it to Packer. Packer now looking over the top for Willard. Willard into the box. Cuts it into her right. Gets it on her left. Takes the shot. And forces the save from McKinley Stowell. Kata Rowberry no longer between the sticks. A change in goalkeeper at the halfway point for Mountain Ridge as McKinley Stowell now into the game. Here comes Willard. Willard taking a shot from distance. Can't put that one on frame. It goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. 34 minutes left to go here in this second half. And off the post and in. Stolen off the goal kick. And Davis
Goal. Davis.
At a fourth.
Davis 4. Mountain Ridge 0.
Davis up by 4. And looking for more. Here comes Potter. Ball goes out wide. McFarland will throw it in for the Sentinels. Ball comes out for Newton. Newton brought down and a foul called. Free kick coming up for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Free kick played in. Takes a touch off of Jocelyn Wright. And Lexi Lund here will boot this one away for Davis. Lands at Willard. Willard brings it down. Ball out wide to Burridge. Off her line to collect is McKinley Stowell. And Stowell will boot this one away. Comes off the head of Neville. Ball played back to Johnson. Johnson in the middle for Peterson. And ball cleared away by the Davis defense. Lands at Willard. Willard gets it out to Funksabeth. Out of bounds and out. A throw in for the Darts over on that far sideline. With 31-15 left to go in the second. 4-0 Davis. Ball floated in by the Darts. Goes near post. Willard's there. Willard with the header. Comes back out towards the far back post. And now a shot from, looks like that was Kauser. Ball booted away. Ball comes out to Peterson. Peterson plays it out to McFarland. Out of bounds and out once more. Throw in for the Sentinels. McFarland again over on that far sideline to throw it in. Comes in for Jocelyn Wright. Stolen away. Here comes Neville playing it up to Willard. Willard cuts inside. Willard gets past one. Willard into the box. Willard trying to get around a second. Has to pull it back. Support herself with Fong Seveth. Ball comes out. And a shot from distance. Stillwell bats it down and collects. Played out quickly. Looking to play it up this near side with Micah Peck. Peck up the sideline. Gets it in for Johnson. Johnson to Peterson. Peterson back to Peck. Peck into the box and booted away by Candace Packer. Throw in here for Schober on the near sideline. Ball comes in. Schober to Peterson. Peterson playing it in. The Sentinels here with some possession in the attacking third. Jocelyn Wright trying to play it back to Peck. And instead we'll go out of bounds and out off the deflection. A throw in coming up for the Davis Darts. 28-35 left to go in the second half. Ball comes out for Peterson. Peterson doing a good job trying to get around Simone Packer. And now McFarland. McFarland looking to play it up. And ball given away. Back with the darts. Davis on the attack as they lead it. Ball out to Funksavath. And the shot from Willard. And Kate Willard. Makes it 5 for
Goal
Davis.
Number 24, Kate Willard.
27:55 left to play in the second half, and the Davis Darts with a tremendous lead. They lead it 5-0 over the Sentinels. Substitutions for Davis prior to the restart. Ball back in play. And now it's Shaw who just checked in. Stowell off her line and collects. Ball comes back now for Davis as Brooklyn Funksavath. Cleared away, lands at Neville. Neville playing it out wide. Gets it into Willard. Willard tries to poke one through. Cleared away by Mountain Ridge. And now that ball will go out of bounds and out. The goal kick coming up here for the Sentinels. Schober brings it up. Plays it into Peterson. Peterson into Wright. Jocelyn Wright gets it out to Peck. The cross comes in, takes a deflection as Peck back on the ball. Getting it back to Peterson. Peterson trying to direct traffic, looking for support. Instead takes it up the sideline. And now that ball played in to Wright. Back to Jocelyn Wright, who tries it from distance. And it goes over the bar and out for the goal kick. Substitutions coming up again for the Davis Starts. Edouati back into the game for Davis.
Substitution number 26, Tamea Etawati.
Ball booted away by the Darts. Funksavath brings it in. And now booted out. Lands at Maudsley. Ball to be thrown in by Burbage. Edouati. And ball cleared away by Mountain Ridge. Coming to the sideline. Out of bounds as Kowser here will throw this one in. And we'll leave it for Burbage. Edouati lets that one bounce. One back by the Sentinels. Here's Peterson. Peterson. One back by Wright. Wright will play it to Schober. Ball given away. Davis back in possession. Here's Fonksevith. Brooklyn Fonksevith. Playing it out and can't get it through. Potter steps up, wins it back. Potter trying to cross it in. Takes a bounce in front of Stowell. And Stowell now has a chance here to boot this one out. Plays it quick instead. Wright gets it to Peck. Peck with a heavy touch, but is inside. Cuts it back. Gets it to her right, back over to her left. Now it's Peck. And Peck loses the ball. Peterson will play it to Wright. Wright taking a shot from distance, a deflection. Lands at Johnson. Schober. Nice turn there by Schober, trying to play one in towards Newton. And instead it will be tracked down by the Davis Starts, as they'll just shield that one and let it go out for a goal kick. Substitutions coming up here for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels and for the Davis Starts.
Substitutions for Mountain Ridge. Number 40, Kelsey Goodwin. Number 5, Amelia White. Number 2, Peyton Bullard. For Davis, number 14, Lola Martineau.
Ball back in play. And we'll have a throw-in coming up here for the Sentinels over on that far sideline as McFarland will throw it in. Brought in by the Sentinels. It's Dylan Anderson taking it from distance. Straight into the hands of Lexi Lund. And Lund now will boot this one away. Foul called and a free kick coming up here for the Davis Starts. As Brooklyn Fonksevith will leave it. Plays it quick. Back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn up the sideline. The cross comes in. Nicely defended by Mountain Ridge as they boot this one away. Now out to Brooklyn. Up that sideline. Out of bounds and out. A throw-in now coming up here for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. A couple of substitutions as well for both sides. Kate Willard, the goal scorer, checks back in.
Mountain Ridge substitutions.
Number 16, Kaylee Montgomery back into the game, as well as number 15, Avery Hawkins.
Davis substitution, number 16, Vivian Fry.
20 minutes left to go here in the second half. The Davis Starts up by 5 over the Sentinels. A lone peak await their opponent. And as of right now, the Davis Starts with 1 foot in to that 6A championship game. A couple of substitutions again for the Sentinels.
Number 14, Alexa Raper. Also in the lineup, number 18, Addison Bolton. and number 21, Sophia Doan.
Ball coming towards the near sideline for Peyton Bullard. And it goes out of bounds. The throw-in coming up here for Mountain Ridge. Etuati. Now it's Bullard for Mountain Ridge. Has an overlapping run. Cut out by the darts as Eve Larson cuts that one out. The cross comes in, booted away, and a corner kick coming up here for Mountain Ridge. Little over halfway through the second half. The cross comes in, goes back post, headed away by the darts. Still inside the box, back post. Trying to take a shot, Lexi Lund off her line and collects. Nicely done by the senior goalkeeper to get this one away. Ball goes out wide. Sentinels back in possession. And a foul called, a free kick coming up here. Ball booted over the top. Throw in for the Davis Darts over on the far sideline. Prior to substitutions again for the Darts. And Davis now calling off the cavalry a little bit as they lead at 5-0. Ball booted over the top. Etuati trying to get on the end of it. Brought out by Kellicover. And Stover comes back, makes a challenge. Stover pokes that one away. The cross comes in, goes into the hands of McKinley Stowell. And now Stowell can boot this one away.
Substitute for Davis was number 33, Avery Johnson.
Sentinels here with an opportunity. Cleared away by Martineau. Sentinels back in possession. It's Bianca Brower winning it back in the middle of the park. Brower. That ball out of bounds. More substitutions here in the offings as Summer Hawks getting ready to check in for the Sentinels, as well as Cammie Schumann. Dylan Anderson off. Couple substitutions for the Davis Starts as well. With 14:50 left to go in the second half. Ball booted away by the Davis Starts. Nice through ball. It's Hawkins at the end of it. Hawkins goes down. Martineau making the defensive effort and booted away by Davis. Bullard trying to bring that one in. It's Rayford here. And now it's Packer. Packer playing out wide. The Darts back on the attack with Willard. Willard brings it down. Willard trying to turn. Takes a deflection. Comes out to the near side for Shaw. Ball booted away. Intercepted by Sophie Dunn. And now Dunn carrying the ball. Poked away by Martineau. Goodwin trying to cut that one back for the Sentinels. Still on the attack here is Schumann. Schumann, ball booted away. Martineau coming up with a defensive stop. Throw in here on the near sideline as Sophia Dunn throwing it in. Hawkins brings it down. It's Shaw. Shaw trying to turn. Nice defensive effort by Mountain Ridge as Hawkins wins it back but can't keep it in. And a foul. No, a throw-in call here. Substitutions coming up again for the Davis Darts. Ball in play now. Shaw gets a foot on it. Cut out by Summer Hawks. Hawks plays it back. Now it's Hawkins. Goes back to Dunn. Dunn to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to get around her mark. And it goes out of bounds for the Sentinel throw. Sophia Dunn to throw it in. Bullard gets a foot on it. Brower and booted away by Martineau. Cut out by the Sentinels. Here's Bullard.
Previously coming into the game for Davis, number 13, Kennedy Taylor.
Ball comes back and booted up. Bullard tracking it down for Mountain Ridge. Cut out by Packer. Packer looking to play it over the top and does. Here comes an opportunity for the Davis Darts. And that one cut out by Mountain Ridge. $10:50 left to go here in the second half. These are two sides that faced each other once already this season. Mountain Ridge took the 2-1 win in that first encounter. This time around, the Davis Darts leave no doubt as they lead it 5-0 over the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. This is going to set up a 6A state championship game on Friday with the Lone Peak Knights, the undefeated #1 in the RPI, defending state champs, Lone Peak Knights. And if the Darts can play anywhere near where they have been tonight and have the offensive production that they have had tonight, 5 goals, the Davis Darts and the Lone Peak Knights will go head-to-head in an extremely fun clash for that 6A championship title. Darts can't keep that ball in as Dunn will throw it in. Cut out by Shaw. Quickly went back by the Sentinels. Goodwin cuts inside. Goodwin plays it out to the far sideline. The shot from distance, and Lexi Lund able to collect. Another substitution getting ready here for the Sentinels as Lucy Couch here on the near sideline. Other substitutions coming and getting ready for the darts, as it looks like Brooklyn Fong Savith will check back into the game.
Mountain Ridge substitution, number 12, Lucy Couch.
Out of bounds and out over on that far sideline. Throwing coming up here for the Sentinels. Another throw-in coming up for Mountain Ridge. And another throw-in coming up for Mountain Ridge over on the far sideline. 7:40 left to go here in the second half. And Brower trying to win that one back for Davis. Takes a couple of bounces. Ball booted over the top. Brought down by the Sentinels. And quickly back into possession is Mountain Ridge. Cut out by Kennedy Taylor. And now it's Packer losing out the possession here in the middle to Summer Hawks. Packer now wins it back for Davis. Packer looking to play it up the sideline, cut out by the Sentinels. Comes down to Adeline Shaw. One back by Mountain Ridge. And that ball to play to Alexa Rayford. Out of bounds and out. Another Sentinel throw-in coming up over on that far sideline. And Lexi Lund off her line to boot this one away. More importantly for the Davis Starts, they have been stout defensively. They have been good defensively, and they're going to need a great defensive performance against the Lone Peak Knights. And they've shown that off tonight. The shot from Packer, trying to make it a hat trick, and saved by Stowell. Coming out to Bullard. Bullard looking to play it up the sideline. Running off of it was Cammie Schumann. Lund collects. Lund boosts this one away. Bounces near the middle of the park. Lands at Willard. Now up the sideline to Shaw. Shaw crosses it in. Willard is there, and Willard can't put it on frame. Goes wide of the post, and out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Sentinels back in possession. Here's Schumann. Up the sideline to Bullard. Bullard trying to turn. Nicely defended by Taylor. Now to Willard. Willard to Packer. Packer trying it from distance. Packer with the long-range effort, trying to get goal number 3 for the hat trick. This one covered by Stoll. Ball booted over the top. Lexi Lund off her line, collects. Take this opportunity to remind you that we are not done. We are done for the day, but we are not done for the week, as Thursday, the 3A and 2A semifinal matchups coming up here on KSLSports.com. Tune in for all 3A and 2A action on Thursday. And then coming up Friday, the championship games. It all kicks off with the 5A championship game. And that will lead into the 6A championship game and then the 4A championship game. The 5A game will be played between the Olympus Titans and the Brighton Bengals. 6A will come down to the Lone Peak Knights and the Davis Starts. And the 4A matchup will be the Timpanogos Timberwolves taking on the Mountain Crest Mustangs. 3 games, 3 champions to be crowned Friday here at Zions Bank Stadium. You can catch all the action on KSLSports.com. Ball booted away by Potter. .220 left to go here in the game 2 of the 6A semifinals between the Davis Darts and the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Ball played up and into the hands of Lexi Lund. Lund here has an opportunity to boot this one away with 1:55 on the clock. Over on that far sideline, a throw coming in for Davis, taken quickly. Davis here in possession. Davis on the ball with Brooklyn Fong-Savith. Taylor gets a foot on it. A whistle and a foul called, a free kick coming up here for the Davis Starts, who are now 50 seconds away from another championship game. Looking for state championship number 7. 1995, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2020, and 2022. Trying to make it number 7 here in 2024. Brooklyn Fong-Savith at the far side and over the net. Fong-Savith not too far off there, trying to add a 6th, but that should do it.
9,
here with the countdown.
7,
Ball in play
6,
for Bullard.
5,
Bullard will float one in over the top.
2, 1.
And that'll do it.
Final score, Davis 5, Mountain Ridge 0.
The Davis Starts are heading back to another championship game
For the 6A state title.
as the number 3 wins 5-0
Here at Zion
over the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Davis have
Ridge Sentinels on participating in the
a
state
6A championship game set for Friday against the reigning champion, the defending champ in the Lone Peak Knights. And it's all here on KSLSports.com. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Heidemann Associates. Alex Napolis, big shout out to Vince Francis, who was here hanging out with me all day for the 5A and 6A state championship games. Again, we'll be back Thursday for 3A and 2A action, and then we'll see you Friday for the state championship game.